Hi guys, so it's me again, rollercoaster of a life. Hope everyone's staying safe and well in this lockdown. What a crazy world we're living in at the moment. It's pretty scary, I must say. But anyway, today we're going to try and cheer people up and try and get everybody involved in making brownies. Now this is something you can do with the children, teenagers, anybody really. It's just something that you can do at home to get all the kids involved. So to make the nicest brownies, these are the things that we're going to have to need. So we're going to have some caster sugar. We want some margarine, baking marge, plain flour. Now, it does say you're supposed to have cocoa powder, but I like to use proper chocolate. So go with that one. We're going to need 5 eggs, and we're going to need some dark chocolate. I just nipped to Mark's and got this one. I suppose any dark chocolate would be alright as long as it's the cooking one. We're going to need some scales. We're going to need a pan to melt the sugar, the marge and the chocolate in. And then we're going to need a mixer to mix it all together. Okay, so let's get weighing. Up to now we've started weighing all the ingredients together. So I've done them all in little bowls so we can just show you exactly what we're doing. And then I'm going to show you a bit of the weighing, how we do that. So in this bowl we've got the margarine in here, which is 225 grams of margarine. And then we've got the caster sugar, which is 450 grams of the caster sugar. And then we've got the dark chocolate in here, which you just break up into pieces. And then we're going to melt that in the frame, in the saucepan. And then obviously we've got the 5 eggs. And then we're going to weigh up the flour. And then in there we've got 55 grams of the cocoa powder. Now I will stick the recipe at the end of the video, so you don't need to bother about writing things down thinking, oh, you know, you need to get a pen. So basically, first of all, plain flour, we need 110 grams of plain flour in there. So, see, I just really love the old-fashioned scales. I just think, I have got a set of the modern digital ones, but I think it's just because obviously the way I've been trained in college and stuff is just, I just well prefer the old-fashioned weights and stuff, so I had to go out and buy one because I just love them. And it also comes in pounds as well, so it can be pretty good with the pounds, but today we're using kg. So as soon as this tips down, you know exactly you've got enough flour, and it doesn't really take a lot of flour either, so that's it, easy as that. Then you know there's 110 grams of flour in there, so there's not quite a lot of flour really. So first of all, we're going to melt the margarine and the sugar in the pan. So let's switch it on. So that's your margarine that you already weighed out. And then we're going to put the margarine and the sugar in the pan. And then we're going to melt it all together. And then once that's all melted down, then we will add the chocolate. We'll take it off the heat and then stir it in slowly. So that's what it should look like in your pan for now. So the margarine's in and so's the sugar. And now we're going to let it all melt. And then once it's melted, take it off the heat, add the chocolate. So this is where we're up to now. Have just a quick look in the pan. That's exactly what it should look like. So it's all coming together now nicely. It's all melting. Sugar's all mixing in. It's not quite melted yet to take it off the heat. You'll notice in a minute how it will melt properly and all come together. So, oh, it smells so good. It smells amazing. I just find baking's really like, it just calms you down. It just like soothes you. I think everyone should start to do a bit of baking. And I think obviously with what's going on at the moment in the world, a bit of baking's just, you know, calming. And I think it's also quite nice just to sort of, how we just take everything for granted, that we can just go straight to the shops and pick everything up and we can just get what we want, where in fact, you know, how do you think they managed in the olden days where the wars were and stuff, you know, everybody would be at home and baking and stuff, and you know, they'd bake certain things like breads and stuff and take them to neighbours and stuff. And I feel like that's just what this has made everybody realise, like we take everything for granted that we actually do, which is really nice, really. It's nice to see how other people help others. So this is melting nicely now. It's all coming together. Really nice. And it's getting that nice yellowy, creamy texture to it, which we're looking for. So once we've melted it completely, then we're going to add the dark chocolate. So we've melted the margarine and the sugar together. So this is what it should look like in the pan if you come and have a look. So it's all melted nicely now. It looks really nice. It smells delicious. So what we're going to do now is take it off the heat like it says. And then we're going to start to add the chocolate, mix it in slowly. So it's all melted. Just put a bit at a time in, and if you come and have a look, you'll see it all melting in the saucepan. Now, if children are doing this, make sure that you've got an adult with you, because the sugar and the margarine will be really, really hot. So if it did splash at you, it would really, really burn. So I recommend that you get an adult to maybe mix this bit in. It's not actually an idea for a child to be doing on their own, because it is really hot stuff. But as long as they've got an adult supervision, I think this should be fine. And then just scraping the rest of that chocolate. And then, as you can see, it's all coming to a lovely, nice mix. It's all mixing together. So you can tell how hot that is because the chocolate's melted. That looks really nice. It smells lovely as well. And because it's the baking chocolate, it's a lot more darker, it's a lot more chocolatey, so it's more intense than just getting a normal bar of chocolate. So next is cracking 5 eggs and then adding it into the saucepan. So you can just add it like that, like just crack it in. I wouldn't do that because shells and stuff. I always just do it into a jug. And then if you do get a shell, you can just scoop it out. Nobody wants to be eating eggshell in their brownies. So we want 5 eggs. Into a jug. 4, 5. Which are 5 eggs. All into the pan. And then we're going to now beat in the eggs into the melted sugar, melted marge, the chocolate. And that's now all the chocolate's all melted in. That's what it looks like. Yummy. And then we're just going to beat in the eggs actually. What I think is a bit easier is just whisk the eggs so they're already broken up. You don't want it to curdle, sometimes it can curdle, so just whisk it dead easy. And then just beat in, mixing the eggs into the brownie. That's what it should look like as you're mixing it all in. And just keep mixing and mixing until it's all nice and all smooth in there and it's all come together. So I've added the 5 eggs and I've mixed and mixed and mixed it so you can see it looks, look at that, it's lovely. So you just got to make sure it's all mixed in, really nice. So it's all completely added in. Like that. And then what we do then is add the rest of the ingredients. So now it's the flour and the cocoa powder, okay? So we're going to add in the flour, and then we're going to add in the cocoa powder. And then we're just going to mix all together until it all comes together, and you'll see what it's supposed to look like then. And another little quick top tip, that obviously if you're a bit of a chocolate holic out there, we're going to add, so when it's all done, just going to put some, when you flattened it into, so you need a tin like that, and I just put a bit of grease proof down. I would recommend you do that because it will probably stick to it once it goes in the oven. So put some grease proof down on your tin, and then once you've poured in your mix, then I'm going to sprinkle some chocolate chips on top to give it that extra bite of chocolate. Okay, so just keep mixing and mixing and mixing. You can just see, as I'm mixing that look, you can just see it all coming together, and that's just the way it's supposed to, that's supposed to work. It's just perfect. Mix, 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 mix. And this bit is really fun for the kids to do, all the mixing, because they love it, don't they? Especially when it's all chocolate. And I suppose what better time to make chocolate brownies than at Easter. So just keep mixing and mixing until all that flour and all that cocoa powder's all mixed in. You've got no lumps. And you can just listen to that texture. It's just perfect. All perfect. You don't want any lumps in that at all. So just keep mixing, 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 mixing until it's all mixed in, and it looks like that. That's exactly what your mix should look like. Just see it coming off the spoon. Looks lovely. And that is pretty much your chocolate brownie mix all in one pan. And how easy and simple was that? So simple. Anybody at home can make that. You know, you can make that with your children, grandparents, whatever. Bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon. It's really good. And I'm sure anybody that's chocoholic, loves eating chocolate, are gonna absolutely adore these. So now we're going to preheat the oven, which is over here. So we're going to preheat the oven. Now, if you've got a gas cooker at home, which is fine, so if it's gas, it's going to be gas amount of 5, and if it's obviously like mine, fan assisted, it's going to be about 190. So we're going to put it on 190 there. And then that's perfect. So like I say, if you've got a gas oven, gas amount of 5, and we're going to cook these in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Now, everyone's ovens are different, so I would say in 30 minutes, go and check on them, because you don't want them, you want them nice and stodgy in the middle still, because it's a brownie, it's not a cake. So keep checking on them. So I would say set your timer for 30 minutes. And then I would just come and check on them and make sure that they're looking what they should look like. So next, we're going to pour the mix into the tin. So it should be all looking like that. That's what everybody's mix should be looking like. And then we're going to pour it into the tin. So put your grease proof down. You just know then it's not gonna stick to the tin, it's gonna easy come out, and then just literally just pour it all lovely into your baking tray. Just scrape it all out. And then just try and spread it if it hasn't done already, which it probably more or less will. And that looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure this would definitely be the fun bit for kids, because you know what they're like for eating out of the pans with the chocolate. So all that can go straight in the dishwasher. Yeah, I just throw it in the dishwasher. And then, now, you can just choose whatever. I mean, let's have a look in the cupboard what we've got. But I think if we just add, oh, we could put some white chocolate in. I don't know if people like white chocolate, or should we just stick to, we'll just stick to milk chocolate. But I reckon you can put whatever you want in. And why not? It's Easter. Come on, guys. Let's get the chocolate in us. So, just literally, just spread them on top. Look at that. And this, like, also, again, would be just great for the kids. Let's just go happy with them. I bought these actually to make cookies with you. That's what I thought I was doing today, is making cookies, and that's why I actually said to you, you need the mixer. However, you didn't need the mixer because we're making brownies, not cookies. So the cookies will be, again, probably tomorrow maybe. And I would just say, yeah, why not? Just pile it all on, it's Easter. Yeah, perfect. Just pile as much on as you want. Obviously, you probably could mix in some white chocolate in there, or dark chocolate, milk chocolate, whatever people will enjoy, I suppose. So now we're going to stick this in the oven. Maybe get a parent to help you do this. And I'm going to stick it in the oven for, like I said, 30 minutes. And then I'm going to check on it again, and just to make sure it's not burning, or, you know, because everybody's oven is completely different. So stick it on the middle shelf. You don't want it too high up because it will burn. So stick it on the middle. And that's nice centre in the middle of the oven. And it's on 190 and it's on for 30 minutes. In fact, I'm going to change that because I said it before. I don't know why I did that. So 30 minutes. Shut the oven. Now that's going to cook now for 30 minutes. It's going to smell just delicious. So I'm going to do probably another one tomorrow. I'm going to probably do chocolate cookies with white chocolate in them, because I've just used the normal chocolate in there. So I will give you another recipe for that one tomorrow, and then we'll see how these are cooking in 30 minutes. I'll be back. So 30 minutes is over and the oven is beeping. So let's go and have a look at what it looks like. Smells delicious. Look at that chocolate brownie. That looks delicious. So I'm just going to place it on there. Just turn this beeping noise off. And that is your finished chocolate brownie. It looks just to die for. So as you can see all the chocolate chips on top, and if you just feel it, and it should bounce back. So when it's bouncing back, you know it's sort of like done. So the trick with a chocolate brownie is you don't want it to be absolutely cooked, because it's not a cake. So you still want it a little bit doughy inside, a bit sticky. So even though you can feel it, and it feels a little bit like, oh, it actually needs to go back in the oven for a bit longer, it actually doesn't. So I did mine for 30 minutes. So depending on your oven and depending on what temperature and stuff, I would recommend do what I said, 30 minutes, and check on it. And I think that you'd be okay with that. Cool. So we're going to cut the brownie up into little pieces, because you don't want it to be like a big piece, because it might, it's going to be a bit sickly and stuff. So the best way to cut the brownie, I reckon, is go down the middle. And you turn it around, because you only want small pieces, so I'd say down the middle again. I mean, obviously, all depends on how big you want your pieces. I mean, if you love chocolate, then go for the biggest piece, why not? And then I'm going to go down the middle again on this one. And then I'm going to go down the middle again on that one. And then I'm going to, I think then that this looks the perfect kind of size for your chocolate brownie. So if you could all see that, I just think that looks a perfect size for your chocolate brownie. Nice cup of tea and a chocolate brownie. So let's go for the big one. Let's go and see if we can pop it out. I mean, because you have got the grease proof, actually we could probably just take it straight out the tin like that, why not? Stick it in the dishwasher. And then you can actually see me take a slice out. And you'll know if it's worked or not, because neither do I know if it's worked or not. Look at that, looks just delicious. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Let's get a nice spoon. And let's have a go. Might be a bit hot, but we'll try it. Delicious. So it's so nice. A nice cup of tea. Sat outside, eating a piece of chocolate brownie, what more could you ask for? So guys, at the end, I am going to now stick on the end for the recipe with all the ingredients and all the steps on what to do and what I've done today with making this chocolate brownie. And like I say, if you fancy making a bit of a twist to it by throwing some white chocolate in or throwing some other stuff in, go for it. Live dangerously, why not? Can't go wrong. So thank you very, very much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you would like to subscribe, hit the bell. And I really, really, really would love some more followers. So if you want to follow me, that'd be really great. I'd be appreciating so, so much. And also you will get to see a little bit into my life and what I get up to as an actor, model, and all the other stuff I do. So I would really, really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Chocolate brownie is great. Stick some comments on it once you've made them. Let me know what you think, if you think it's a nice brownie or not. And I'll stick some more videos on a bit more baking stuff, maybe some cookies and other stuff. And also I'll give you some more stuff to talk about. So from now, I'll catch you later.